I just saw the Michael movie and I have thoughts. But I want to first say that as a collective, we need to recognize that we will never, ever get a fully fleshed out, deeply accurate Michael biopic. Ever. Special shout out to Nicole Sherman for leaving this comment under my last video. Make sure you guys leave a comment under this video so you can be featured in the next one. The first thing I realized about the Michael movie is that it is very much baby's first intro to Michael Jackson. If you have kids who don't know who Michael Jackson is, I think this movie is a good introduction to who he is. It's really surface level and it just alludes to a lot of things, which I find it halfway counterproductive because if you are not familiar with his vitiligo or the reasons he wanted to make Thriller or his ear for music and his actual talent, this movie doesn't really dig deeper into any of it. Now, some of this is not the director's fault. This movie has been fighting and trudging through so much production hell, honestly. Legal reasons kept this movie from being as great as it could be, I think, and it prevents the movie from talking about a lot of important moments in the beginning of his life. I know Janet Jackson, his sister, declined to be a part of it. Diana Ross was a part of it, and then towards closer to the release date, she decided that she didn't want to be portrayed at all, so Diana Ross is not in it. And I don't think this is really odd because it's Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson was surrounded by so many extremely famous people. I think a lot of hands are in the pot. A lot of people want to be portrayed a certain way, and a lot of it is conflicting. And because he is not here to tell the story himself, it's just what people want the story to be a little. So this movie couldn't reach its full potential because of those reasons. With all those chefs in the kitchen, it's really kind of hard to come out with one solid, accurate, cohesive thing. Now, with all that being said, I still had a lot of fun. Between Michael's music and Jafar's performance, it was really easy for me to forgive some of the pacing problems because the movie is halfway a Michael concert and Jafar does just such a great job at portraying his uncle. There were sometimes I was watching and I was just like, that's Michael. That's Michael. He's back. We love to see it. And I think that this movie is like bringing people together in a way. Black people love Michael Jackson. I've seen so many people dressing up as Michael, so many people dancing in the movie theaters. Like, I've been bumping Michael a lot lately just to get into the mood. Like, it's just what he has done for so many people through music cannot be overstated. It genuinely cannot be. And I think that we are all, in celebration of this movie, are bonding again over his music. And it is very feel good. But that definitely does not mean this movie is without faults. Like I said before, the pacing is horrendous. The editing is a little wonky. Some parts are like drawn out, like when we're watching the choreography of Beat It get put together, while other moments are like, you know, 1 minute we have Off the Wall, the next minute, what should be the single for Thriller? And I'm like, wait, I didn't even see you really make none of this music yet. Hold on. It was just like fast in moments that I felt like needed to be slow and really slow in moments that I felt like needed to be a little faster. I would have loved to see a piece of Michael's musical genius, seeing him put the songs together, seeing how he was in the studio and not just some of the dancing, like really crafting the music. I think the whole Peter Pan thing was a bit overstated. I feel like it was like just getting put in my face a little too many times. I understand Neverland, I understand Peter Pan, and the music itself felt like background. And it's I know it's so weird because I'm saying like, oh, the musical performance were nice and the concert feeling was nice, but the music and the albums and the reason that we hail him as greatly as we do, we call him the king of pop, was just kind of like not a thing. Like, we were recreating music videos for the sake of recreating music videos, not how he came up with the idea for it. Or I don't know, I feel like other biopics really, especially musical biopics, really get into the making of the music and the making of the magic, where this movie didn't. As if, I don't know, I mean, I know people enjoy knowing about his life, but because we didn't really get too much in depth into his life, I feel like we could have got more in depth with the music. The most important arc seemed to be Michael coming up from under the thumb of his father and becoming his own person and figuring out why he wanted to make his own music, what he stood for, what he was put here for. And if you weren't sure if that was arc, they made sure that they stated it multiple times, which is why I feel like this movie is like baby's first intro to Michael Jackson, because not only is it surface level, but it's like it doesn't trust us as an audience to understand what's going on, which is crazy because I feel like most of people are MJ fanatics. So to kind of like keep hammering down basic, simple things was just like, we know. Let's move on. But I truly do believe that a lot of this movie was left on the cutting room floor. The director, Antoine Fuqua, said that he had about 4 hours worth of movie and it's been trimmed down to 2.5. And honestly, I would like to see it. Go ahead and drop the director's cut, Antoine. I won't tell nobody. You can drop the director's cut and just email it to me. I won't tell anybody, I swear. But I think we are underestimating how many people will watch 4 hours worth of a Michael movie. I would. Let's be honest. All in all, I truly don't believe we'll ever get an in-depth telling of Michael Jackson. If we did, it would have to be a TV show with 5 seasons, and each season covers a different era and storyline and really get into depth in so many parts of who Michael was. I think that a 2-hour movie or two 2-hour movies isn't gonna do it. The ending, thankfully, hinted at a sequel, which I probably most likely am gonna see. And if not for any other reason, I will just be watching to see Jafar keep playing his uncle and watch more Michael concerts, because that's really what this movie was for me. It wasn't a super deep dive. It wasn't really shedding too much light on who Michael was. I mean, if I can say anything, it did make me feel bad because once you do learn about the kind of childhood he had and the kind of reasons he was the kind of person he was, it does make you like, aw. I genuinely felt bad. So let me know what y'all think. How did y'all like this movie? Did you even like this movie? Would y'all go see another one if another one was to hit in the theaters? And if they do put out another one, what do you think they should change? I mean, I feel like Antoine can only do so much. Like I said before, there are so many hands in the pot. There are so many people saying, I don't want this in there. I don't want to be in there. I don't want this. No. You can only say this, tell this way. That is just so compromised that it's not going to be accurate. It's not going to be accurate. So if anything, I would just rather, if it's not going to be accurate, if it's not going to dig deep, I would love for these Michael movies to just shine a light on the artistry a little more, because I think outside of the controversies, outside of the personal life that's low-key really not even our business, one of the most interesting things about him is his ear and how he makes music, because that's what we love the most about him. So let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and while you're down there, make sure you hit that subscribe. Remember, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will be gifting a Patreon account for Letterboxd to one of my lovely subs, so make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.